Woman with hooves for legs.
Yes.
Metal hooves or knives. She's in it. Not sure why, but she seems to be some sort of supervillain who they've got to take care of. Yeah. All right. But anyway, what we have is urban youth into crime, gets taken by Colin Firth into secret society, and then taken on an adventure. And then you've got Samuel Jackson in the background. Yeah. Playing some sort of character that is obviously going to be vital to the plot. I mean, Samuel Jackson, as for his performance, he does what Samuel Jackson does best.
I guess that's why he's in the film.
Yes.
You know? So, but that being said, now, this is a section of the video where I want to ask you, Mike. Now, let's say you're rough and tumble, cockney geese.
I'm a bit little, you know, I'm a bit...
You're dodgy, yeah? You're all over the place. You can't be stopped. Who knows what you're going to do?
I just don't want to work, dude.
Don't want to work. You find your own way. Man. You know what I mean? Ducking and diving. That's your life, yeah? Get nabbed. Get your collar filled by the...
I'll nick your bike.
You know, nick your bike.
Yeah,
all right. DVD player, if this was, you know, the 90s or maybe early 2000s, still relevant. And then you get arrested. You're there, you're laid back, you're not phased, you know. Can't touch me, you know.
Okay.
Get off.
You painted the picture. I get it.
And then outside you find a very eager, well-dressed Colin Firth. And he says to you, I'm the one who bailed you out. Now, come along with me. I have something to show you. What do you do, mate? Okay?
I'd say this sounds very similar to Trading Places.
Yes. And look how that worked out. So... Come along.
But I also remember
get into my car and I'll drive you somewhere where you'll see amazing things.
Will I?
Yes. Things you won't be able to describe to anyone.
Is that because I'll be dead? Or gagged?
You young people and your cynicism. Off we go.
So there's other young people there as well. Okay.
There were.
No.
There were.
So you're asking me if I've been arrested and some strange, well-dressed
English gent
in his 50s. Not that if he was younger would make it.
No, I wondered why you.
I would like to think that age I don't know.
Maybe. Well, if he's older, it probably means he's got his technique down. So whatever he's doing, he's probably done it a few times.
Whatever his tastes are, they're well ingrained.
Right. You won't change it.
I would probably decline his offer.
If it is I'm going to change your life.
Again, I'm concerned about the direction, the trajectory of where this is going.
Look, he's just saying innocent things like, you know, I want to show you what you deserve.
Again, strange choice of words,
but don't
somewhat
you want
concerning.
What's coming to you?
I don't want anything coming from you.
Coming from me.
Okay.
I have such sights to show you. I don't know how else I can say this to you.
You can say this to me.
Get into my car.
I don't think that's going to happen, sir.
And I'll show you many things.
I'll be like, back off then, Dad. Alright, and then that'll be it. That'll be it.
I see, and you'd miss out on some
I would miss out.
wonders.
Exactly. But I would probably be able to walk at the end of it. And that's what I want to do.
That's your main priority,
is being able to walk. Yes.
And well, it should be, I think.
Yes.
If that's
alright, so let's switch it up.
Yeah.
You're the geezer. Let's switch up. You're not just a little urban youth.
I'm not urban youth.
Yeah, you're a black urban youth.
I'm a black urban youth.
Yeah.
Ooh, controversial.
Yeah. You're in Peckham Police Station.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Been roughed up a bit.
Why all of a sudden am I getting roughed up?
Because you're in Peckham Police Station.
You weren't getting roughed up. You're Peckham. What are you trying to say about Peckham Police, man?
I'm just saying. I didn't say it happened in Peckham Police Station. I'm just saying it happened outside Peckham Police Station.
Oh, it was just coincidence.
Right. Coincidence.
Oh,
yeah.
So you roughed up a bit. You've put the two together.
You got roughed up a bit because you had a bit too much lip.
Did I? I didn't know my place. Is what you're saying, right?
Like you, a lot of you young black youth.
A lot of us.
Too much attitude. Alright? And, so all that lip.
All of that got me into the trouble.
What? You know what I mean? That's you. Alright?
Wait, what?
What?
You looking at
can't tell me that. Yeah.
What? Man can't stand on the corner.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Hey, man, think you're bad because you got a uniform.
That's it.
Alright, that's you, right?
Come test me. What?
Alright, that's Steve's impression of today's youth.
That's what they do.
More of a 90s description, if anything. I'm
pretty sure they're all the same.
Yeah. That's. I believe
with
they
your
say
trainers.
I believe they say fam.
And fam. Yeah, fam.
Yeah.
So
fam. Like that. Just like that.
Exactly. I've got it down.
Okay, so they say, fam, you're that urban youth, right? And you've just been had your collars ruffled by an overly aggressive police gentleman. Gentleman. And just as things are about to get really screwed up, Colin Firth says, unhand that young, handsome black boy.
Why is he so descriptive?
Because he's eloquent and very descriptive of your
my physical appearance, apparently.
Yes, it's of vital importance.
It's almost, it doesn't know anything else about me but how I look.
He's gonna get to know a lot more later. Anyway, so he says, unhand that young man.
Yes.
And the police turn around and say, who are you? And he just looks at him and he's like, sorry, sir.
Just use some kind of Jedi mind.
He does.
Go blimey, Governor. And then he falls to the floor and runs
is that something like that. Something to that effect. Maybe not as dramatic, alright, because that would detract from the film. And they'll think, what's all that about?
Alright. I don't know what happened to that police officer. Oh no, I can't watch the rest of the film now.
Yeah, don't care about him anymore. Forget Colin Firth.
That one police officer, his acting talent was miles above anyone else in the cast. Oh, he should be the star of the film.
Yeah, so Colin Firth says to you, alright, I've just rescued you from clearly a brutal beating and violation that you would never forget.
Yeah, I see.
And now I'm going to introduce you to a new one. No, he doesn't say that at all. But he brings you out and says, okay, I've clearly just saved your life, and I believe you have.
Clearly, really?
I have.
Okay.
And it's quite clear to me that you're either going to end up dead with some severe mental health problem or in prison.
Is this because of you, or is this...
No, it's just
in general.
Statistically. I wasn't going to go along with Colin Firth because, your Colin Firth, because he was clearly going to do something that would result in me walking funny later. So that's always the fear with urban youth nowadays.
I see. Don't get into strange men's cars. Not that we should have to tell you that.
Yeah.
But if you are that naive, then this is a warning. Well, I mean, even if it is Colin Firth, I'm not saying anything about Colin Firth, it's probably best left alone.
Yeah.
But, I think the problem is, this is one of the flaws in the story so far, for me. How is he going to convince this youth that,
doesn't trust society.
Yeah, doesn't trust
but
anyone.
I bought your freedom.
This is it. And you're just going to go along with him, to this magical, mystical, wonderful wonderland of adventure. I can't think of any words that would be able to convince someone like that. So how do they do it in the film convincingly? There must be something they've not showed us in the trailer where he's doing some, showing him something. Maybe it's one of them scenes where they're walking down the street and then they get, ambushed by a group of urban youths who want to mug them.
And then he beats him up.
And he does something fantastic.
How did you do that?
Yeah. And it was like, oh, you got me, mate. Come on, I'm going with
I
you.
want to learn that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, please sign this piece of paper.
There you go.
And then that's it.
They're giving us full control over you and anything that happens to you.
And your body.
And yes, make sure you initial that last piece. So I'm reckoning that's probably in there somewhere as well. Something like that.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden Colin Firth is the ultimate badass and he does something that even Samuel Jackson would have to say, God damn!
Yeah.
Too.
That's it.
That was my Samuel Jackson.
That was very good.
Thanks. I've been practicing.
So, can you say anything else? Brilliant. Right. Anyway, on with the film. Samuel Jackson's in it, and he does his talk funny and all that sort of stuff. You know? So he's the black American in
he's
it.
He's the fish out of water.
He is. So he's obviously the villain.
Yes.
It's not a spoiler. It's just obvious.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I'd be highly surprised if he wasn't. But then, who knows? I mean, it's a new age of cinema. Who knows what they're going to do?
Yeah.
Try and mix it up.
Yeah. But he's still going to be the villain. All right. So anyway, he's the villain. And obviously probably a villain with some sort of conscience, but still the villain nonetheless.
Yeah.
Alright. And they're also going to have a big adventure. They save the day, probably have a little hook for maybe a sequel.
Oh, yeah.
And, that will be it.
Yeah.
That will be it. But it does look entertaining. I think it will do well. It's not really going up against much else in the same genre at the moment.
No.
So I expect big things from this film.
Mm-hmm.
And also this young man by the name of, yes,
that guy.
Egan's son. Right.
Taron Egerton, I believe is his name.
Talon Egan.
Not
what?
Talon. Taron.
Taron.
Yeah.
Taron Egerton.
Yes.
Remember
What's his name?
that.
What is his name again?
What?
So, as memorable, I'm sure the film will be as memorable as this young actor is. So, with that, I think we're going to call it a day. Also, down here again would probably be the link to the trailer to Kingsman. So you know exactly what we've been talking about. And obviously let us know what you think in the comments, you know.
Always interested in your comments.
Yeah. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter as well. Like, subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Twitter, it's Mike and D. So.
Simple.
It'll be in the description anyway down there. So until next time, I'm D.
And I'm Mike.
And we'll see you next time.
Next time.